Why no to Joey Bosa? To me, this is pretty simple. Joey Bosa has played 27 games over the last 3 seasons, which means he's missed 48% of the potential games he could have played in. The 49ers are on a path right now where they're doing some really awesome things. I can't praise them enough for getting rid of these contracts, eating this dead money, and doing so all basically in one season outside of the Javon Hargrave contract, which again, I wish they would take the hit all up front. That's not what they're doing. Either way, for the most part, they're doing a good job of cleaning up the books 2026 and going forward. Signing Joey Bosa, who's an awesome name, obviously, I'm sure it would make Nick happy, is not ideal. And the reason that I say that is because, well, one, we know that he's injury prone. He's not near as productive as what he used to be. And even last year, to make it through 14 games, he wasn't a starter in most of those games. He was a rotational player. So there's a reason that Joey Bosa is on the market. Now, people are bringing up, hey, if Bosa signs a 1 year vet minimum deal, would you be open to it? Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm open to that. That's 1 year, 1.3 million roughly. No other money involved. Sure, I'll listen. But anything outside of that, and the likelihood of that happening, slim to none. Devondre Campbell is a perfect example. The 49ers do this thing where it looks good on the books. Do you know that Devondre Campbell is counting for $2.6 million against the cap this year? Devondre Campbell is not going to be here. They did like a 2 year contract or a 1 year contract and had 3 void years on there, which means you're paying him to not be here. And because he's not on the team, all that money adds up and goes to this one offseason, which is $2.6 million. Two Devondre Campbell on this team wasn't worth $2.6 million. So my thought process is there's no way that you're going to get Joey Bosa for a 1 year, $1.3 million with no void years attached to it. Just a clean break, $1.3 million. If the 49ers can do that, I'm open to it. Other than that, there's no way, no rhyme or reason to bring in a guy who misses 48% of his games over the last 3 years and is about to be a year older, is a rotational pass rusher at this point. To me, it's just not worth it. Again, 1 year, 1.3 million, clean break. My ears perk up a little bit. Outside of that, I'm good. This team needs to focus on getting younger. Robert Saleh said, "We're here to get younger and faster." Tell me where Joey Bosa fits into that equation. We're here to get younger and faster. Joey Bosa's not younger. Joey Bosa's not faster. Joey Bosa's not healthy. And then you hear York through the media, through John Lynch and everybody else, basically like, hey, we don't want any more bad contracts. Joey Bosa's a good contract? No, listen, I'm not in for any of that. And if Bosa ends up here for anything more than a 1 year, 1.3 million clean break contract, then it goes against everything that the 49ers have done this offseason, what they've said this offseason, every step of the way. And I'm not willing to go against what I've been cool with, which is what they've been doing. Keep on this path. It's an awesome path. You're doing a great job. To me, I look at the 49ers and say, yes, they're trimming a lot of fat on these contracts. Yes, it seems like they're losing a lot of talent. But why can't the 49ers, if the 49ers have a coach and a quarterback that people trust in, and most people do, most people praise Kyle Shanahan, most people praise Brock Purdy. Let's look at 3 teams from last year that were in a similar situation to what the 49ers are doing now, which was like a retool, rebuild, trimming the fat, and building towards the future that made the playoffs. Denver Broncos, Washington Commanders, Los Angeles Chargers. All 3 of them made major cuts to their roster, had massive changes going on from the season prior. Were trying to trim fat to really build towards the future. And all 3 of them made the playoffs. You know why? Because coach, quarterback combination. All 3 of them had a legit coach, coordinator, or coach, quarterback combination. So if Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy are who you think they are, then the 49ers should make the playoffs. If they have a good draft with this easy schedule, they should be able to make the playoffs in their quote unquote down year. And then next year going forward, they could have upwards of $100 million to spend in 2026. To me, this is a no-brainer. Continue down this path. That's why I say no to Joey Bosa.